Good afternoon, everybody. Sarah here with Test It Out Tuesday. Today's is going to be rather simple. I am using two of our favorite little gadgets here around the store. And I'll just go ahead and jump into it and get started. So I'm going to start by using the Rosle can opener. This is one of the most expensive can openers you'll probably run into, but it's probably also one of the only can openers that you will find that has a lifetime warranty, and it doesn't create any sharp edges when you open with it because you're opening it in a different way than normal. So I'm going to give you an example of how that works. Now, normally when you open a can with a can opener, of course, I've done it before, we go from this side. With this can opener, that is not the case. We're not going to be cutting open the can here. We're going to be cutting open the can here. So what that does is that actually creates A, no sharp edges, and B, makes it so that this is more of a lid than just a can top, and you can put it back on there if you don't completely use what's in your can and put it in the fridge to use for a later time. So this does take a little bit of a learning curve here. So what you have to do is put the can opener on as so. Kind of show you from different angles. Okay. And then you want to squeeze and make sure it's definitely gripping on there. And then we twist until I hear a click, which you might not be able to hear. It's a pretty light click, but I'm going to listen for it. Okay, there was the click. Now, this is the really cool part. So, right there are a little pair of pliers that come out. I wonder, there we go. It's under, right there. Okay, so I'm gonna take those pliers and place them on the side of the can as so. Start lifting. Quite cut all the way that way, so I'm gonna re-latch it on here real quick. Okay, let's try that again. Just this one side here. There we go. Should pop right out. Okay, so now we have no sharp edges on it, and you can pop it back on there to put it in the fridge. So that's awesome. Now to move on to the second thing, I have already opened and made my chicken noodle soup. The lighting always drives me crazy here. I am going to fix my camera real quick so that you can see what else I'm going to be using here today is the microplane herb mill, and I just want to show you how it works. So this is all designed and materials come from the USA, but it is assembled in Mexico, but otherwise it's completely USA made. So we've got our 3 separate pieces here, and then our 2 scissor blades there on the bottom. Also, this is a 2-in-1. It's not only an herb mill, but you can also strip the leaves off of your veg or your herbs. So I'm going to strip all of my parsley leaves through this real quick. And just drop them in the body. So I'll do a couple since I'm feeding a few people soup here today. All right, got the bottom pretty covered in there with parsley now. So I just stick this little mechanism back in here and twist from side to side, and we have our fresh parsley. One thing you want to keep in mind when you're doing this, you want completely dry herbs or it will not work. But this machine, the way that it's built, the way that the blades are made, it's made so that it won't bruise or roughly chop, you know, your herbs to make them not pretty if you're using them as a garnish. So this is a really handy little guy here. Show you again. You literally just twist and it does everything for you. So that is everything I had for you today. But if you guys have any requests for what you want to see next week, just comment down below and I will consider it. Thanks guys. Have a great Tuesday.